What's going on YouTube? It's your boy MJ Goated here, back with another video. Today I'm gonna be discussing the WWE Summerslam event PLE that happened back on Saturday, August the 3rd, and I'm gonna get started with the matches first, and I'll get into what happened between the celebrities like Jelly Roll and MGK as well. This event happened back in Cleveland, Ohio, in the Cleveland Brown Stadium. So let's get started. The first match. This is the match I didn't really see at first, but I had seen the clips of Dirty Dom and Liv Morgan kissing, and he had chose her over Rhea Ripley, and he had been a part of the Judgment Day for so long. But I think them as a faction, they're about to break up now. So that one was pretty interesting. I enjoyed the clip of Rhea Ripley. She hurt her shoulder. She popped her shoulder back in. I thought that was pretty cool. But the match itself was a snooze fest. This whole event, really, in my opinion, was not too good at all, to be honest with you. But for that championship, I believe Liv Morgan had pulled it out. So shout out to her, and she's back to being the world champion in the women's division right now. So yeah. Moving on to the next match between Braun Breaker and Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship. That match, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it personally. I like Braun Breaker, and I like Sami Zayn as well. Like I said, it was another boring snooze fest of a match, to be honest. But shout out to Braun Breaker. He won that match, and he really showed his athleticism and his strength in that match, and he used it to his advantage against Sami Zayn. So he is officially now crowned as the Intercontinental Champion of the world. So yeah, that match to me was not good at all. A lot of these matches weren't really good. But moving on, the next match is between the one and only main eventer. I'm talking, everybody say his name, L.A. Knight versus the Maverick, the most hated person in the wrestling business right now, Logan Paul. You know, they're in Cleveland. That's where him and his brother grew up in Cleveland, Ohio. So it was cool to see that he had some nice moments there, and MGK that came out and was hyping him up and stuff like that. I believe it was a good lead up to the match, but the match itself wasn't that good, to be honest. Once again, it was this pay-per-view was not, to me, man, at this point, man, I miss Vince McMahon, bro. You can say what you want to say about Vince McMahon, but at least he was able to put on a good show and bring in talent at the right time, man. It just, this new Triple H, Paul Levesque era, man, I don't really rock with it too much. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. To me, it was a letdown from watching the Ruthless Aggression era and parts of the Attitude era growing up, man. It was very, 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 very upsetting to me personally. But that match, it was very decent. It was a very decent match. It was a lot of good spots in that match where especially when they used the Prime bottles over there by Corey Graves and Pat McAfee and Michael Cole. By the way, their commentating was terrible. I'm gonna be honest with you. But other than that, I mean, they used good props in there, and I like how LA Knight was able to whoop on Logan and trying to and took away the brass knucks from Logan Paul, because everybody knows Logan Paul cheats to win almost all his matches. The ref just doesn't see it, but he is able to counter that, catch him, and like I said, that table should have broke in that match, but it didn't break. But whatever, we ain't gonna talk about that. But yeah, it was decent match, and LA Knight was able to hit his patented finisher, and the title once changes hands again, and he becomes the new United States champion of the world. So shout out to LA Knight. I hopefully Triple H and Nick Khan and all them can push him to eventually become world heavyweight champion, undisputed champion. So yeah, that was a decent match. On to the next match Bayley versus Nia Jax for the WWE Women's Championship. Once again, I don't know how many times I got to reiterate this, but this was an absolute snooze fest. I wanted Bayley to win because everybody knows Bayley has big booty Bayley. You know what I'm saying? Bayley got a big old thing back there. You know what I mean? Not to be a perv or anything, but it's there. If you know, you know. But that match, it was pretty decent. Nia Jax showed her strength. You know, I feel like, you know, everybody knows she's the strongest woman in the division, you know. So, it was pretty good match, pretty good pace in that match. I think they had like 20 to 25 minutes for that match. It was a good match. But I'm not gonna lie though. I think she was able to win with Tiff Stratton's help. You know what I mean? So she provided the distraction of trying to cash in the Money in the Bank from when she won that match a couple months ago. But she used it as a distraction on Bayley, and Nia Jax was able to hit those two whatever that finisher you call it, where she drags into the corner, goes to the second rope and drops down on her. She did those two finishers twice and pinned and got the win. So she's the new women's champion in the women's division. So shout out to her. The next match, moving on to Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk. Wasn't for a title, but Seth freaking Rollins was the guest referee, and oh my gosh, it's so much. I went back and watched the pay-per-view again, and just seeing that fit was crazy. That fit was atrocious. I ain't gonna lie. Those pants and that little see-through referee shirt he had on, man, it was Christ. Good Lord. But we're not gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about the match. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. They need to just have CM Punk do. CM Punk just has to do. I don't even know, man. CM Punk, he just got to do promos, man. Because him as a wrestler, you can tell by his age, like he's just old. He just ain't got it no more. He been out of the company for over 10 years, man. You could tell, like his movement was bad. It was just, man. And Drew, I love Drew McIntyre. You know, the Scottish Warrior. You know, with the sword and all that. You know what I mean. He's a great wrestler. You feel me? And he was able to get the win. I did like that spot, though, seeing CM Punk hit Seth Rollins with the GTS. That brought back a lot of good memories back then when he was in the company the first time. You know, they need to bring back old Punk from back in the straight edge society days and stuff like that. When he was a rebel, he would just say whatever. You know what I'm saying? Everybody remembers that time when he walked out on the company with the WWE title, you know, so we need to bring back that Punk. But yeah, that match, it was decent, but seeing CM Punk wrestle, man, it's very bad, bro. You can tell by his age, he ain't got it no more, man. You know, I like the storyline that they have with him and Drew, but To be honest, it wasn't. It. Oh man, it was just not a good match at all. To be honest, I should just title this video "The Hating Hate." The the terrible react. This hating. This is hate. I'm becoming a hater because this whole pay per view freaking sucked. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah, shout out to Drew getting the win. He used a couple of cheating ways that he always does to get the W. So shout out to him for getting the W. The next match, I think this was probably the worst match of the night to me, was Gunther and Damian Priest. Man, for the world heavyweight title, bro. This match, it was some good spots where they had gotten some chops off and stuff like that. The ring general, you know what I mean? I like Gunther, and I feel like the right man won in that match. It was a real good match. It was a decent match. Just the pacing of it was not good for me. To me, man, it just wasn't good. I'm gonna be honest. It just wasn't good at all, But I think the crowning achievement of that whole match was Finn Balor coming out and putting Gunther's leg on the rope, on the third rope, and the referee caught it, and seeing, and Damian Priest had turned around and seen that he cheated. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I feel like it's the end of the Judgment Day altogether with the whole Dirty Dom and Rhea thing, and now seeing seeing Finn Balor cheat in the match for Gunther and all that. Yeah, I feel like that's the end of that match. You know what I'm saying? The end, not the match, but the end of the faction. So don't be surprised if it ends prematurely. It's they've been together for over a year at this point. So at some point creative gotta switch up the roles and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But yeah. But Gunther eventually put in his signature finisher and choked him out at the end, and he had got the World Heavyweight Championship. So I expect them to push him to be the new face of the division and stuff like that. Even though Cody Rhodes still has the undisputed title, I think they'll have Gunther hold on to that World Heavyweight title for a long, long time. So that match was okay. And now, man, I've been talking for 13 minutes. I need to hurry up with this. But now we get into this, the main event of the evening. We got for the WWE Undisputed title against the leader of the new bloodline, the new tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, against the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. What I didn't realize with it was this match was bloodline rules, So I feel like at the beginning of the match it was very slow. I liked how they was able to bring Cody out of his trailer and he had his old get up on, and I believe that was his mother or auntie or whatever came out and put the robe on him and the nice little crown or whatever that he had on to enter into the arena with the dog and everything. I thought that was pretty good. And Arn Anderson speaking with him, saying he has friends around in the locker room, so he already knew eventually that there was gonna be some friends coming in later on in the match. So yeah. So boom, the match, like I said, the match starts off kind of slow. Like that's a lot of Cody's matches nowadays. It's just a lot of slow, methodical movement, Solo did his thing, typical, Samoan wrestling and all that stuff, It was cool. It was all right. Match goes on. Eventually, the bloodline comes out. Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa comes out, and beats up Cody, and then what do you know? You all to hear is freaking Kevin Owens comes out running down the tunnel, and then he comes in, whoops out on the bloodline, and then what do you know? Here comes the legend killer, the Viper, Randy Orton. Randy Orton comes through, starts beating up on him too. You know what I mean? And after they beat him and send him out of the arena, they start whooping him outside the arena. The match continues. Cody hits the Cody Cutter in the crossroads, and you think it was a lot of kickouts in that match. I ain't gonna lie. It was a lot of kickouts. They really pushed that match longer than what it needed to be. You know what I'm saying? It was good. It was a decent match though. It was a good cap off to the event. But what everybody wants to know, the big elephant in the room, like what everybody thought, everybody was losing their mind, losing their shit on, the original tribal chief, the OTC, the one, the only, Roman Reigns comes back finally. He's been disappearing since April, you know what I mean, since WrestleMania 40. So, it was good to see him come back. And it was good. He came in, he ran in there. Solo had beat up on Cody a little bit, but he ran in there, hit him with a Superman punch, and then he had him laid out, and then he eventually hit the patented, he hit him with the spear and all that. It was cool. You know what I'm saying? He did that. Looked at Cody, a little mutual respect there. Them fools have been battling for 2 years now at this point, But yeah, it was a decent match. Cody ended up getting Solo up while he was looking at Roman walking back to the end of the thing, to the end of the tunnel. And he hit him with the crossroads, hit him with the 1, 2, 3 for the win, and he retains the undisputed WWE title. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. To cap off, well, first of all, I need to talk about the little spot between Miz, R-Truth, Jelly Roll, MGK, and Grayson Waller, and what's his name? Grayson Waller and Theory. I feel like the WWE just tries too much, man. I feel like they try to make those celebrities that they're bringing, they make them look too powerful, and then I feel like the wrestlers be overselling too much. Because if you saw how high, I think that was Grayson Waller got up when Jelly Roll slammed him to the ground. I feel like, man, that was one of the most disappointing moments of the night, of course. You know what I'm saying? But Cleveland was a good host. They kept spamming this man Jelly Roll's song over and over and over. I'm like, bro, I get it. He's him. You know what I'm saying? I guess because got to get that promo in. You feel me? But yeah, I feel like overall, it was a letdown. To be honest, the whole PLE to me was a letdown. I ain't gonna say I'm a casual wrestling fan, but I'm used to the old days of Ruthless Aggression era. You know what I'm saying? Watching them dudes wrestle and stuff like that. To me, it was pretty mid. It was pretty. I could do without it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't good. At this point, the only saving grace is Roman Reigns and Rock and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only way WWE can sell you on something is when they bring back older wrestlers. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, to end it off, man, I feel like it was a letdown. And remember, I'm also gonna drop my my review on the Terrence Crawford against Israel Madrimov boxing pay-per-view that happened on the Zone. the same night on Saturday, this past Saturday. So be on the lookout for that. And remember, you are blessed beyond belief. And I also will be dropping more videos later this week. So be on the lookout. And again, I still don't have no social media at the time, but I'm working on that. I'm trying to figure things out, still trying to get everything together as far as like looking for a new career and a new job and stuff like that, so give me a little time, but I'm gonna get everything right. And I appreciate all y'all. Be sure to like, subscribe, and have a beautiful day, night, rest of your week, rest of the year, enjoy your time, man, because it could all end in the snap of a finger. So I appreciate all y'all, and have a blessed day. And thanks for listening to me. And I know this video is longer than it needs to be, but thanks for everything. And I'll see y'all next one. All right, peace out. You're blessed beyond belief, and peace, love, and blessings to everybody. All right, peace.